Good morning, SmallBizDavid, and welcome to our 8/19 edition of SmallBizMoments. Not doing it as an Hangout on Air today. My Hangout on Air technology is not working very well today. So we typically how things work is I will do a Hangout on Air, and it is a live stream feed to my Google Plus feed, my Google Plus stream. And then when I end the broadcast, it automatically becomes a YouTube. So it's a very convenient and efficient way for me to produce our daily Small Biz Moments. Today, for some reason, I wasn't modulating volume in my Hangout on Air. Reset it, started again, and I wasn't getting a camera feed. So I said, well, we'll have to forget the HOA for the moment and go right to YouTube, and here we are. Today, I would like to share with you a blog that I received today, and it is from Open Forum. Open Forum is actually it's a business division. Well, American Express has a small business division that they call Open. They do a wonderful job in providing financial services for small businesses. Another thing they do a great job with is marketing. And alongside the business services, they created the Open Forum. About 5 years ago, I actually started watching on Sunday mornings in my market, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, Sunday mornings, a show that they produced. American Express Open produced a show called Your Business. It is a great show about your business, about small business. 5 years ago, I even tried to get on the show. Just after I published my book, How Do You Answer These 749 Questions About Your Small Business? I sent a copy of the book to JJ, overnighted a copy to her, and she happened to get it. She happened to look at it, and she said, contact my producer. Maybe you'll get on the show. And I contacted her producer and never got on the show. And that's okay. Most of the people getting on the show probably have some type of agent helping them who has connections. I was just trying to do it myself. But it was really, that was a defining moment in my video career, because I began doing live streaming on the internet. If I wasn't going to be able to get on television, I would do it on the internet. So that way I had control. I got on my own show. I created my own show. And it was a really, truly a defining moment, not being able to get on that show, Your Business, and then figuring out how could I best bring information to small businesses. No question to me in retrospect, although I would have loved to have been on the show. It would have been great to be a celebrity for the moment, but I would have to create that own brand identity for myself. And I found a website back then, actually called Stickam, STICKAM.com. And I started a show. I don't know if I started on a Saturday morning. I did start on a Saturday morning. And then I added Sunday morning, and I added Monday through Friday. And I had a really nice thing going. And in, I don't know, a 3-year period at Stickam.com, I had over 5 million views and have created quite a following. So that whole experience of not being able to get on the television show, but then being able to develop my own identity on the internet was a great moment, a great business moment for me. Well, things were going along wonderfully well at Stickam.com, and all of a sudden, without any advanced warning, they shut the website down. And I was panic-stricken for a moment. What was I going to do now? How was I going to take this information? How was I going to rebuild my audience? Because I didn't even have I didn't know that the last show that I did was actually my last show until after it was done. Literally. I remember it well. It was done on a Thursday, and about 2 hours after I did the final show, I got the information that the website was shutting down. Then I went on the hunt, and it was not too long after that that I decided, well, I'm going to create YouTubes and build a following and an audience and a library of small information on YouTube, because everything gets archived. And so we have done that, and as I was looking at the statistics from today, on our YouTube channel, we have 500. Oh, it doesn't say on that screen. Let me look at a different screen here. We have 567 uploaded videos. And we have 909 folks have watched these videos in the last 30 days. So that means 30 people a day on the average are watching videos that we've created. And we have a total viewership, total views of 7,536 views, a far cry from the 2.5 million views that I had at Stickam.com. But since that was live streaming, it was a little bit different. I was at Stickam.com, they had hundreds, if not thousands, of live streams that were produced on an ongoing basis. I was very fortunate because the management recognized what I was doing, and what I was doing with small business. Nobody else was really doing it. There were a lot of people doing music and talk shows, and there was nothing that was 100% devoted to small business. So that's why they took a liking to what I was doing, and that's why they actually did a wonderful job in promoting me on their homepage. When I was live and you were on their site, you knew that I was producing at that moment because they put me on the front page. Well, since February of last year, so about 18 months ago, I started to build the YouTube library, which I said has 565 videos in it, all about small business, starting a business, small business information, small business moments. And about, I would say 6 or 7 months ago at least, I started to do Google Hangouts on Air. It was a wonderful, efficient, simple way for me to live stream on Google. So it would go into my Google Plus stream. So if you happen to be in my stream at that moment, you could watch it. When I was done with the broadcast and I ended the broadcast, hit the button, the red button said end broadcast, it would automatically feed to YouTube. And then I needed to go to YouTube and code that video in the same way that I did on Google Plus. Google likes that. It's a little SEO hint for you. They like that. And then every video, virtually every video, 99% of the videos that I create that either start out as a Hangout on Air and go to a YouTube or automatically goes to a YouTube. I also create landing pages in David's Barter community. So today, although you don't know it because you don't know necessarily how to get there, we have, in addition to the 565 YouTubes, are probably another 100 or so landing pages. So approaching 750 landing pages we have in David's Barter community. And they do all kinds of things. And one of the things that we do, and we are creating some Hangout workshops so that we will give good information. Actually, I'm in the process of creating a Hangout workshop as we speak called Baby Boomer Supplemental Monthly Income. So that if you are a baby boomer who needs to supplement your monthly income, I will create a community in Google Plus, and I will create a workshop to show you how to create supplemental monthly income. We'll share ideas. We'll talk about it. I'll give you some instructions, and we'll talk about video and just whatever we need to talk about, whatever we need to help you create supplemental monthly income. And you'll have the opportunity to get a landing page in our community, and that landing page is where you will drive traffic so that hopefully that page will create supplemental monthly income for you. I have a dozen pages that are creating supplemental monthly income for me, and I just want to share how to do it, show you how to do it with you so that you can do it for yourself using your own intellectual property, your own passion. What is it that you love to do? What is it that you want to share? What is it that you can provide information that will create value to somebody's life so that they would buy whatever it is that you're trying to sell? That's the concept. Supplemental monthly income. So we'll show you how to do that on an online basis. Okay, let me real quickly finish up with 10 things from Open Forum, American Express Open Forum. Number 1, effective listening means perceiving others' emotional underpinnings. Listen. The key word there is listening. Most small business owners don't like to listen so that they can understand what the challenge is and what that customer or what that prospect needs. It starts with listening. Too many times, people will try to sell me something in my small business. And they try to sell me something before they really understand what it is that I need, what it is that I want, what it is that will bring value to me either in my personal life or in my business life. Listening. Number 2, build a founding team with complementary skills. This is if you if you need more than one person to do what it is that your company, your business idea that will supplement your monthly income, whatever it is. If it takes more than one person, you need a team that has complementary skills. I have not created business ventures that have required a lot of people in my company. I made a conscientious decision in 1979 in my career. I had a publishing company, and I had 15 people on the payroll. We did a wonderful job. I created a new magazine from zero. And inside of a year, in less than a year, that magazine had a profitable month. So we enjoyed the idea that we created a business plan, a business idea, and it worked. And we were able to market it and sell it to the marketplace. So the marketplace would buy magazines, so advertisers would advertise in the magazine. And we made a profit in the 11th month of operation, which is a wonderful thing. Hardworking team. Skill sets that complemented one another. However, and it's a big however, another defining moment in my personal business career, I did not enjoy the experience of managing the lives of 15 other people that I had to create a paycheck for every week, every 2 weeks, however often we paid, I don't even remember. But I was spending too much time doing things that didn't help. They were things that had to be done, but they didn't help move the business forward. And in the wonderful words of Michael Gerber, there's a picture of Michael and myself from 3 years ago when I was in his dreaming room for 3 days. Had a wonderful experience. This weekend, I was in my car for 550 miles almost, and I was listening to Michael talk about the E-Myth mastery. And Michael is the individual most famous for creating the idea that most entrepreneurs really aren't entrepreneurs, are engineers doing something, and they spend too much time working in their business instead of working on their business. I felt to that because I was spending too much time working in my business, not enough time working on my business. And so I made the decision back in 1979 that I would not continue on building a world-class business, as Michael calls it, where I needed a lot of folks. Whatever I was going to do, I was going to do myself, and if I came upon a task that I couldn't do myself or shouldn't do myself because somebody else could do it more efficiently than I could, I outsourced that particular activity. That was the business model that I built for myself. It worked for me. It's worked for me for more than 40 years. It doesn't work for everybody, but it did work for me. Okay, number 3, treat your employees like entrepreneurs to motivate them. Something that most entrepreneurs, small business owners have a tough time with. They don't empower their employees. They want to have too much control. You need to allow your employees to have that same spirit of entrepreneurship that you have, so that your business can grow and move forward. That's a very, very important concept, and not enough small business owners really grasp that concept. Stay neutral in your online communications. Avoid sarcasm and innuendo when emailing or instant messaging a professional contact. I suppose I do okay in that. Uh, that's the problem with email or messaging, that you might say something. I had that situation yesterday with my son. We were communicating about uh, an issue, and I wrote an email to him as opposed to um, doing a video chat, a Google video chat, or a Google Plus video chat, or doing a telephone call, a Google voice call. I chose to write him an email, and if he got it, he read it, he called me up, and then we had a phone conversation, and it was not a good. It could have been handled better on my part. Should have been some type of voice-to-voice, eye-to-eye contact as opposed to an email. So you run the same risk and challenge in any kind of email you do. You need to stay neutral. Although you can be controversial, and if you want to gain attention, and there are people that do a good job with that, most people aren't able to do that. Number 5, figure out the best times you perform different tasks. Absolutely. Figure out the best time and do it. Interesting enough to that statement, I do some of my best thinking at 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning. So to use that, to do that, I have to go to bed relatively early so that I can get up and do my best thinking at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's I totally believe that. I totally live that. Don't try to control your customers. You try to control your customers, you will be out of business, because customers don't like to be controlled. Number 7, learn how to control your personal calendar to guarantee your business success. Very important. It's called time management, time efficiency. Actually, my friend Ronnie Binster, we have a workshop that Ronnie does. Actually, there's 3 different workshops. In one of those workshops, he spends a lot of time talking about the Google Calendar, which, if you don't use it, you ought to. You ought to do it, just because it's efficient. It ties into everything you're doing. It keeps track of everything that you're doing from a Google perspective. And it's a big and, the events calendar is a very, very strong marketing tool that most folks do not understand how to effectively use it. And Ronnie will teach you that in one of his workshops. If you want to sign up for one of his workshops, go to davidsbarter.com/Ronnie-Bincer, BINCER-workshops. Make sure you end your presentation as strongly as you begin it. Number 8. If you're doing an online presentation, make sure you get the absolute key points in the first 60 to 90 seconds of what you're going to be talking about, because that's all the time that you have to gain somebody's attention and to keep their attention. So you need to do a great job in putting the main points out as quickly as possible, unless the folks know that they're going to spend 60 minutes with you, then you can take a different approach. But it's very important to end your presentation as strongly as you began it. Number 9, keep a continuous improvement list for your business. Always, always. I try to continually improve every single day. I try to find something new that day that makes my business better today than it was yesterday. Continuous, ongoing improvement. I have taken the approach with all the small business endeavors that I've been personally involved with, that I take the mindset that things are a work in progress. I will never become complacent with the way things are today. I want them to be better tomorrow. Continuous improvement, work in progress. And finally, capitalize on the marketing potential of your workforce. I know how important that can be, although I don't have a workforce. But if you do, leverage their powers, their strength. 7 ways to make your employees marketing superstars. Mike Michalowicz was the individual who wrote that. Okay, that's going to be it for today. Thank you. Thank you for taking time. The last 25 minutes and 51 seconds. If you stayed with me the entire time. If not, that's okay. But come back tomorrow when SmallBizDavid will share tomorrow's Small Biz Moments. See you then.